and
Hello.
welcome to the Knitting Twinnings YouTube channel. My name is Julia
I'm Emily
and we are twins who knit
from Paris.
from Paris. Yes.
So, what's been going on?
Well, I went to Rhinebeck last weekend. And so I just posted my vlog on our YouTube channel. So it's gonna be just before this episode. You can watch it first or watch this one and then watch the vlog after. It's a few minutes long. I'm really sorry. I am not a professional vlogger. I did not remember to film horizontally, so I filmed everything in real format. So there's big black lines on the sides and everything, but still you can see a little bit. I did remember to film some things. Yeah, so we thought we would have a good catch up. This is my whole video, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna show you everything I brought back from Rhinebeck and the Woolen affair, all the presents I gave to Emily. And then we'll talk a little bit about what's on our needles at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I am wearing my Rhinebeck sweater. It is the Traveler Shell by Andrea Mari. I did manage to finish it, sort of, before leaving. Sorry, I'm wearing my pajamas, but still.
So you knit the pockets, but you didn't sew them on.
Yes.
Yes.
I managed to finish my Traveler Shell, but not the pockets. So I did manage to finish this and block it. I did not block it very aggressively, and so it didn't grow very much. I just washed it and laid it flat to dry. It is super nice. The size is very nice. It's pretty true to the size that I chose to knit, but I think I may be blocking this more aggressively. I think I'm gonna wash it again and pin it down to make it grow a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more oversized. I saw someone in Rhinebeck wearing a super oversized one. It was knit in La Bien-Aimée in the colorway Quartz Fumé. It was so beautiful and it was super oversized, and I was like, that's a really cool jacket. So I know that mine is not gonna grow a lot because my gauge was off. My gauge was too big, so I knit one size down. I think I knit size 5 instead of size 6. But still, it didn't turn out very big.
No.
So I do have my pockets. They're all done. They also need to be blocked before I can sew them on. But I still did wear my Traveler Shell to Rhinebeck, and it was perfect because it was warm. So I was happy to have a short sleeve jacket that was open, and I did not get too hot. So I was super happy with my choice. And so just to catch you up, I knit the Traveler Shell by Andrea Mari in La Bien-Aimée Helix and Kumo in a colorway called the Hotness, which is like a hot pink. And I'm super happy with it. It's a super nice jacket just to throw on over what you're wearing, and yeah, couldn't be happier. It's a lot of knitting on small needles, so it took me 2.5 months, I guess. And now I'm happy to be working without a deadline again. Just not working, to be knitting without a deadline. Just for the fun of it. So yeah, so that was my Rhinebeck sweater. I wore it at New York Ship and Wool on the Saturday. Otherwise, I had brought a couple other sweaters to wear on the other days, and the weather was super beautiful, sunny, and really crisp. Really
Perfect
cold.
sweater weather.
Yeah, absolutely. Really cold in the mornings and in the evenings, and then beautiful and sunny and a bit warmer during the day. You could wear a sweater. So I wore my black lento by Yona Helin, and also I brought my Seela in bouclé in fluoromorganite, and I wore that at a Woolen affair, and that was great. Yeah. So, should we
maybe show a few of what you things of what you brought back? So I'm wearing the Woolen Affair merch.
Yeah, Emily's wearing the t-shirt.
The t-shirt. I have the how do you call that?
The travel mag.
Travel mag, and also I got the tote bag, which is really big, and I love that visual. Looks really, really good.
Yeah.
So I've got all the merch.
Yeah.
And so do you.
Yes, I got us both. A tote bag, a t-shirt, a travel mag. I also brought you some washi tape, I think.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry, I didn't
it's
bring
super
it.
pretty. Yeah. So let's just jump into like I can talk about my travel. So I left Paris on the Wednesday before Rhinebeck. I flew to JFK. And even though I was nervous talking about it before, when it got to the day of flying, I was just so excited. I had no nerves. The flight was great. I was just happy the whole time, even though like 3 times they announced turbulence, and it was all completely smooth, and yeah, I think I was just too happy to be nervous.
It's a long flight though, going over there. It's 8 hours from Paris.
Yeah.
Paris. On the way back, it's shorter. It was
6 hours.
6 hours, so that's good.
Yeah, but I had no nerves at all. I was just super excited. And so the flight was really good. I landed in JFK and took a taxi straight to Brooklyn General Store in Brooklyn, where I met up with Amy and Catherine, who owns Brooklyn General Store and who organizes a Woolen affair. As soon as I got there, I did take 10 minutes to visit the shop, which is amazing, so beautiful. It's all like wood inside, all wood shelves everywhere, like wooden ladders and stuff. It's super cute. And Catherine had some really cool colors of spin cycle yarn. So I wanted to check. I was a little bit nervous that my credit card wasn't gonna work abroad, because I had that problem before. When we went to Greece. I don't know why my credit card wouldn't work, and so this time around I had gone to the bank and talked to them. I needed to make sure I could spend my money and buy stuff. So as soon as I got to Brooklyn General, I said,
you had to buy something.
I would like to try and see if my credit card works. So I got a few skeins of spin cycle yarn just to
make sure that your
guess
card
what
worked.
It was working perfect. So I think that kind of set the tone for the buying afterwards.
Yeah, but also we should say that in Paris you can't really buy spin cycle, so sometimes we order it online. But
order it.
Yeah, I order it online. I do, but then you can't choose your skeins, and they're all very different.
Yeah. So Catherine had some great colors. She has a huge selection of colors, which is great. Her custom colors are really beautiful as well. But like, she had always yours, and you had gotten me one skein, but I wanted a second one so that I could do like a real project, maybe like a Musselberg hat or something. Anyway, and then she had this one called Soft Power, and I thought like the pink and the yellow was just perfection. And then I got one skein of Bad Egg as well because I thought these two would look super fun together. So yeah, so this was my Brooklyn General Store purchase. And as soon as I got these, we were like, okay, we're hitting the road. So we hit the road, and yeah, drove straight to the house in Rhinebeck. So I was staying in the house with Amy from La Bien-Aimée, who is my boss and my friend, and Catherine of Brooklyn General Store, and Catherine's friend called Brooke, who was awesome. We just hit it off so well, and we had like the best time. The four of us, like, we had the absolute best time. The house was incredibly beautiful. It was like this huge wood cabin in the forest, and there was a big fireplace. The space was super open and huge, and I don't know, it was just, for me, it was a complete dream. Like, can't even describe it. There was a huge porch all around, and there was a little stream running through the grounds, and trees everywhere, and it was just so magical. And I managed to stay up until like 10 o'clock that first night. So I kicked the jet lag straight away. Like, for me, it was 4 a.m. But, you know, I managed to go to bed at night and wake up the next day not having any jet lag. Of course, in that direction, going back is much easier than coming back to France. But, you know, going back in time is easier than going forward. So anyway, that was great. And then on the Thursday, we went with Catherine to help her set up for a Woolen affair, which took place in a beautiful apple orchard called Rose Hill Farm. And it's just such a beautiful place. Lots of outdoor space and lots of tables and chairs to sit outside. Catherine had this huge tent set up for all the vendors of a Woolen affair. So yeah, Amy, Brooke, and I just volunteered and helped out, and it was really cool. There was fantastic food. All the vendors came to set up, and I helped set up the Brooklyn General Store booth, where Catherine sold tons of La Bien-Aimée yarn. And yeah, it was great. We had a really good day that day. The weather was amazing. I didn't bring SPF, and I got because like I got completely sunburned. I wasn't expecting it, but it was so sunny. Even though it wasn't very hot, I still got a huge sunburn. Salut Basile. Hello Basile. Basile is like, what are they doing?
I can't take my nap. Yeah, because things are going on.
So anyway, so Thursday was a Woolen affair setup, and gearing up to the Friday, a Woolen affair. I spent the whole day there, and it was so great. I helped out a little bit when it was really crowded, selling a bit of yarn, and otherwise just had some great food, did some yarn shopping, listened to amazing music, and meeting all the knitters. I feel like I made some really great friends. Brooke was awesome, and then I hung out a ton with Megan, who came from Canada. She wanted to help out, and it was amazing. She had such a fun, positive energy. Like, we laughed all day, and yeah, it was super. I can't even, like, I couldn't even remember or say the names of all the people I met there. But it was just a wonderful atmosphere, laid back. It was not super crowded because Catherine had done timed entries, so it didn't get super crowded for each shopping slot, which was great. And then in between each slot, there was an hour where vendors could relax, eat something, sit down, and that never happens in, like, I've never seen that in any festival, which is awesome because it means you don't have to be on 100% of the time from morning to evening. You do have breaks, which is great. And so everyone had a good time, the vendors included. I mean, can't say enough good things about it.
So what did you buy?
There was some shopping. So first the merch, the Woolen Affair merch that Emily showed. And then I hit the Wandering Flock. I love them. Love Geraldine. Geraldine and her team. I mean, Marie and Caitlin were amazing. Geraldine came with her husband and her son as well. He was hilarious. I mean, we just had the best time hanging out together the 2 days. And so
you got for you and I skeins of hundreds and thousands.
Yeah, I think it's their special color. I think they released it earlier this year for their birthday, and I hadn't been able to see it in real life until then, so I just fell in love.
Sorry, the light is not so great today in Paris.
It's super dark,
very gray.
Yeah, we switched the lights on, but still it's super dark.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a lovely, like, pale pink, I guess.
Yeah, pale pink. Yeah.
Like a beautiful neutral pink with neon speckles. And I got us each a skein of fingering singles and a skein of mohair, because the Wandering Flock's bases are so beautiful. She has them custom spun for them, and the singles are really beautiful and plump, and the mohair is super soft. So I think it's great for like a hat or a Sophie shawl or a bandana or whatever. So I got us each 2 skeins of hundreds and thousands at the Wandering Flock. I also visited Sonder Yarn Co. Because I was super excited to see Melissa's yarn in real life. So I got a couple of skeins there as well. This is the Sunday Morning Lax Sport, BFL, Masham, and Cashmere. It's a beautiful color. It's a really me color, I guess. It's a very beautiful raspberry pink. So I thought that would make a super soft hat maybe, or even mittens, or, you know, I really love it. And then I got 2 skeins of mohair, a pale pink and a fuchsia pink, because I want to hold them together to make one of the scarves in the Cultivate book by Yona and Dee Hardwick. Line Publishing also had a booth at a Woolen Affair, and Yona and Dee were there. They had all the samples of the from their new book Cultivate, and all the scarves by Dee were knit in La Bien-Aimée. And there's one, I don't remember the name, anyway. There's one that you knit a square in two colors of mohair that you marl, and then you add some beautiful embroidery in other colors. Tina from TT2, she was there and she was knitting it. She was using like a yellow brick road and a white. It was so pretty. So I thought that this would be a great project. So anyway, that mohair is so beautiful, super soft, and the colorways are Les Filles and Free Spirit. Yeah, so I was super happy that I was able to get to see Sonder Yarn Co. in real life. And when there was a quiet moment, whoop, I swooped in and got some skeins.
So, what else did you buy?
I think that's it. Oh no, I got a beautiful project bag from Yarn and Whiskey. Tammy was there with her husband, and all her bags were so beautiful. I didn't get you one, but I got myself one, and I love it because like it's medium size, but it's still really big, and it has a drawstring and a handle, so you can really just carry it around. The quality is beautiful. I chose very fast, but I could have taken any of her fabrics. They were great. Amy bought a beautiful scarf from her because Tammy also makes beautiful silk scarves. Anyway, so yeah, I got a beautiful project bag, which I love, and I put a project in there straight away. Yeah, so I think that's it for a Woolen affair. I didn't have time to go see. I mean, I talked to everyone else, but I didn't take time to
shop at
the other vendors because there was lots going on. Great music to listen to as well. It was a really awesome day. Great experience.
And then
on Saturday, it was Rhinebeck.
New York Ship and
Wool. Oh my gosh. People had warned me. And I thought ready, but I wasn't.
You probably can't really get ready for such an immense crowd.
Well, though. Yeah. I was very, very overwhelmed by the crowd. And having to line up for everything was a bit too much for me. I think the impatient Parisian in me kicked in, and I kept, if I want to go and buy a drink, I have to queue for 30 minutes. If I need to use the restroom, I need to queue for 30 minutes. Like, everything was, and walking in the barns, the barns were very, very crowded as well, so I had trouble seeing what was inside the different booths. It was a lot. It really, really was a lot. It wasn't an awesome shopping experience. I cannot say I enjoyed it very much. But I was there on the Saturday. I went with Amy. Amy had a La Bien-Aimée meetup on the hill, which I wanted to attend to. And then she had a book signing early afternoon. I went with her and then went to walk around by myself and stuff. So we did go on the Saturday morning, and Amy and Catherine said, let's go and get donuts and get some coffees, sit down, think about, where we want to go and stuff. So I had looked at the program, and most of the vendors I didn't know, but I saw one that I did know and that I had wanted to try for a very long time, had never seen the yarn in real life, and so I thought, let's go. So I went to Loopy Mango.
It's a very big bag.
And
it's awesome.
I kind of lost it.
I love the pink sheep.
Because I kind of like big needle projects. And we don't do that very much at La Bien-Aimée. We don't do super bulky yarns and stuff. But I do think they are fun. And so I really wanted to see.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you don't like it, I know. I really like them. But yeah, so I wanted to see their mohair so soft. And I saw this color and I was like, That's a Julia Pink right there. So I got 8 balls because I thought if I want to do something, I need yardage.
Legally pink, it's
yeah,
called.
it's called legally pink. Yeah. So because one ball is 60 meters, I thought if I want to do something, I need at least 500 meters. Even for me, 500 meters is not a lot.
No.
At all. But I can do, I don't know, a shawl. I can do maybe a vest. I don't know if I can get a sweater out of it. It's very, very fluffy. So anyway, I got 8 balls of this one, and I hope I can find something to do with it. I also got
a cowl, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, I also got their Dream yarn in the hot pink. It's called Spicy Hot Pink, and this is also a bulky yarn, but less bulky, and it is 100 meters per ball, so I got 5. So I also have 500 meters. So I either could do something with these held together, or 2 projects. And what I was thinking as well was, so this is 100% merino.
This is very soft.
Yeah, very, very soft. And super fun. This one I could hold like a light pink or a hot pink or something with it. And I think I can get a little sweater out of it. This I'm not so sure. Maybe I can do a vest or something. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I was very excited, and I wanted hot pink loopy mango yarn, and that's what I got. I hope I have enough to do projects. I think I do. Voilà, I will. I've been researching patterns that I could do. I like their patterns as well. They have a lot of patterns. The only problem is they are not very size inclusive. So I don't know if I want to support their patterns or not. I was happy to support their yarn. And yeah, they were super nice. They gave me this big bag, and yeah. So I was super happy, and it's the only booth I managed to get into at Rhinebeck. Not only was I walking around with Amy, who is, famous, and so people stop her every 2 minutes to get photos with her and stuff, and it's really great to see that she gets recognized and stuff. But for her, it is not a place that she can really choose what she does, because she had obligations and stuff, and so I wanted to go and be with her, and so that's what we did. But it was super fun. We did see the llama parade, which was super fun, and they were leaping, and then someone explained to me that they leap because they are nervous because of all the people there, and I was like, oh no, poor llamas. Anyway, so I did see that, and then we went into some of the animal booths, barns, the animal barns, and we saw some super cute mohair goats, and some sheep, super cute sheep. We saw Catherine and Brooke had sat down on bleachers and were observing like sheep judging or something. Like, it was so much fun. It was so funny to see. Because this is a really, as well, farm festival. So it was.
And we don't have that kind of thing in France. I think they
do agricultural shows, fairs, but
where you have prizes for animals and stuff, which is probably kind of the same.
Kind of the same, except there's no yarn there. It's just the animals. So that was super fun to see. The animals there as well. Sorry. So, and then we went to the La Bien-Aimée meetup on the hill. And everybody knows the hill is not a hill, it's just a little slope. But the weather was amazing, and there was like trees everywhere, like yellow, red, orange leaves, and the light was filtering through the trees, and the light was incredible. Like, I took tons of pictures of people with Amy because people came and wanted to have their photos taken, and so and every time I was just, my God, the light is incredible. Like, it was, so the weather was amazing, but there were a lot of people, and it was very loud, and I had a little bit of, sensory overwhelming, I guess, or
anxiety.
Not anxiety, but it was too much for me. It was too much, and I think I would have enjoyed it more on the Sunday. On the Saturday, it was too many people, too much crowd, too high energy. I loved going. I'm happy I went, but if I had to do it again, I would go on the Sunday because that was a bit too much.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. And so also I went through barns and stuff, but I'm short. I couldn't see, like I was trying to look inside the booths and I couldn't see, and I was looking for fiber to spin. When I could see, I didn't like, and sometimes I could tell maybe there was something I would like, but I couldn't even step into the booth or anyway. So I was a little bit frustrated, I guess, is the truth. So yeah. So anyway, that was the Saturday. Amy and I left right after her book signing, and we went to have iced tea and decompress and sit down at Bread Alone in Rhinebeck. And yeah, then we had a very early dinner. And
early night?
Yeah, and an early night, and it was great. So yeah, it was amazing. The weather was amazing, and I met so many people. It's
when you don't live in the US, it's kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Also, there were so many moments for me that were like, everything was a new experience, kind of. Like, I forgot to say, but at a Woolen affair, I had my first s'mores, because we had like bonfires outside, and Catherine had made like sticks to roast your marshmallows that were like engraved with a Woolen affair. Wow. It was so much fun. Yeah. And there was like a s'mores making station, and I had apple cider donuts and hot apple cider, and my first lobster roll, and like just everything was, well, food-wise anyway. So many first experiences.
It was a whole experience. But food is important.
No, but it's just I don't think in France we have.
No, we don't have the equivalent.
No
traditions and yeah.
And France is a beautiful country with many beautiful areas, but New England in the fall, like mid-October at peak leaf season, was just, it blew me away. Just, I cannot get over how incredibly beautiful it was. It was just unforgettable how the trees everywhere and the nature, and we were outside all the time. It's just like, for a big city girl like me, I am not often in nature, and Paris is beautiful in a completely different way, but you don't get to experience how beautiful this season can be. Whereas there, it's just like our house was in the middle of the trees, and even if we were staying in Rhinebeck, we still drove like through beautiful roads and beautiful houses everywhere, and I was just completely blown away by the beauty of everything. And the little town of Rhinebeck is so cute. It's like you have these two main streets and old buildings. Um, it's so quaint, super quaint. And you could stay there and walk to the Sheep and Wool Festival because it's actually in town. So some people were walking and staying in town, and you need a car to do everything else, and to go to the satellite events, I guess. But yeah, it's just this is just for me the most incredible thing that I could experience. How incredibly beautiful this area is, and yeah, I was just completely enthralled by the beauty of this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and then lastly, on the Sunday, we went to the Jill Draper Make Stuff event. So it was Amy explained to me that she used to open her studio and people would come to her studio, but her studio was small. And so now it's like an open barn inside a park that's along the Hudson River. And so we went there at opening at 10 o'clock. We were queuing just before it opened, and we saw Jill's beautiful yarn. So I knew of her, but I had never seen her yarn or anything. No, it's wrong. Amy brought back a sweater quantity of her Kingston yarn last year, and is knitting a cardigan. I forget the name. Anyway, it's beautiful heathered colors in all fall tones, and it's really beautiful. I had heard of Jill Draper, and I knew what you get when you go is a yarn baby. So guess what I got?
A yarn baby.
I got a big yarn baby. Look how big this is. It's bigger than my head. So I got a big yarn baby.
So it's 770 grams of 100% Rambouillet wool. And it's
an Aran weight.
Yeah, an Aran weight with 1,170 meters. So that's a big sweater quantity.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I definitely have enough yarn to make a sweater with it. For me, 1,200 meters is usually the sweet spot.
Yeah.
That's usually
but
how
it's
much
almost
I need.
8 skeins of Aran weight.
Yeah,
so.
Definitely. For me, that's
plenty.
That's plenty of yarn. And the Rambouillet wool is super soft.
Very soft.
I love it. It's a really nice pink. And then I thought, well, I need to get a yarn baby for Emily as well. And there was this beautiful eggplant purple there that I put into my bag. But then I saw she had hand woven shawls and blankets. And I thought, how special. How special to get a beautiful hand woven shawl in her yarn. So all her beautiful colors, and so
I can't really grab it because Basil is sleeping on it. Yeah. So I'll move the iPad just to show you.
Show people.
Basil has adopted it and he loves to sleep on it.
It's his new spot.
Favorite spot.
And so it's beautiful with oranges and purples and teals and pinks. It was really hard to choose because all the colors were so beautiful. Catherine got a shawl. She had shawls that were really pretty as well. I mean, I could have just gotten,
anyone.
Anything. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was a super special.
It is really nice to put on your lap when you're knitting.
It's really
so that's what I did yesterday.
And you have sweater quantities already.
Yes.
So I thought maybe you would enjoy something.
I'll get one next year.
Yeah. And
because we decided that next year I'm coming along. Because this year.
So I got this bag from there. Make something. Yeah. So this is it.
Yeah. So
this is my haul. It's pretty epic. But I also feel like I didn't go crazy. I brought stuff that I have all ideas for, or anyway, so I'm very, very happy with all my beautiful yarn that I purchased, and with all the souvenirs that I got for you as well. It was an amazing experience, absolutely unforgettable, overwhelming, and just loved it. So we came back to Brooklyn on the Sunday night, and my flight was on the Monday. So I got a hotel room, and I stayed by myself the last night. And
had some quiet time.
So I could regroup. I was in a super comfy hotel in downtown Brooklyn. So on Monday morning, I took my time to get ready, pack all my things, and then I went out for breakfast in a super cute cafe where I had delicious crepes. And then around noon, I left, went to the airport, and then flew back home. The flight was great as well. No nerves either. I feel like I am a traveler again. I can travel without nerves and without stress. Like, I enjoyed the whole thing. So that's it. I'm putting my stuff away.
So, I might talk quickly about what I'm knitting. So I'm knitting with the Wandering Flock. So not the one that you brought back, which is still whole, but the skeins I got at the La Bien-Aimée pop-up, which is...
Was it this year?
This year.
Yeah.
And it's Amy's Peaches and Dreams.
Oh, yeah, because last year you also got some Amy's Peaches and Dreams, and you made the hat.
I made the hat. The Robin Beanie, and I wanted to have a official to go with it. So I got 2 more skeins, one single and one mohair. And I'm knitting a official, and I've done good progress, I think, for the moment.
Are you halfway through? Did you weigh it?
No, I didn't weigh it. I don't think I'm halfway there yet, but I think I've made good progress on it.
Guess what?
Are you knitting a official as well?
No, but I cast on as well with Amy's Peaches and Dreams, because there was like no knitting when I was in Rhinebeck. I knit. It's not true. I knit like 1 pocket, I think. And then I made tons of mistakes because I kept falling asleep on my knitting. So for the flight back, I was like, okay, I need the simplest project ever. So I cast on an Oslo hat by Petite Knit in Amy's Peaches and Dreams, singles and mohair as well, because I did like a provisional cast on. She doesn't say to make that, but I like a provisional cast on. And so I needed something where I could just knit in around. So I did, a little bit of progress. And that's just now my commute knitting. So I am also knitting the same stuff as you. The same yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have 2 other projects. I started this morning a beloved hat in Wandering Flock Cosmic Tie-Dye in DK.
So it's a tin can knit pattern.
It's a tin can knit pattern. It's not a free pattern. I think it's a paid for pattern. And I'm knitting it in the newborn size for our niece, who's should be there quite soon, I think, in the coming month or something. So that's what I started this morning, and I want to have it done quickly.
Yeah, it's a quick project.
Yeah,
I
it's a
made
quick
one
project,
for a
yeah.
friend's baby a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
It's really fast.
And I also started another sweater. It's the Obsidian sweater by, what's her name? Tanya Barley, who's the Woolbarrow on Instagram.
Okay.
So the Obsidian, should have put it on bigger needles, on a bigger cable. So I've started the yoke. It's very graphic, very traditional Icelandic Norwegian, I think, inspired. I really love it. And I'm knitting it because it was my challenge for this year to try to knit some of the older sweater quantities that I have in my stash. So one that I had was the Harrisville Designs in Nightshades that I got at Edinburgh Yarn Festival in, I think, 2019. So I started, I cast this on with this, and well, I had to buy the daylights, you know, to go with it. So I ordered it online. And yeah, I'm making good progress on it, I think.
It's very pretty.
It's very pretty. It's very
woolly.
Very woolly and dry. Smells of sheep. Yeah, it's feels like traditional American wool.
It's a lovely yarn.
Yeah, so I'm very happy about it. So that's.
Do you want to show a picture of the sweater?
Yeah. So that's a picture of the sweater here in the same color tones that I chose, and I love it. It's very graphic, looks really, really good, and it's still a very simple color work pattern, so
yeah, you don't have any super long floats and everything.
No. Yeah. So I'm really happy about it. And so these are my current projects.
So I finished my traveler and my pockets. I just need to reblock everything and then sew on the pockets. Now my next objective is to finish my Le Triangle shawl. Whoops. Which is pretty advanced already. I made a really big part of it. But I think I'm about 2/3 of the way through. I don't know, I haven't counted how many rows I have, but also my gauge is super loose. I cannot tension yarn with my left hand. I'm still very beginner at crochet, so my rows are very big. So I don't think I'm gonna have to do as many rows as the pattern calls for. So I'm just gonna make it until the size seems nice to me. So I feel like I still have a few repeats. I'm doing 3 colors and I'm really enjoying how it's coming out. It's like a super soft color transition because I'm doing some marling and some fading. And yeah,
It's all in Helix?
No, it's Helix and Felix. So I'm doing Helix. So the same color in Helix and Felix. It's a color called Sansa. It's a very light pink. So on the gray base, you can hardly tell that it's dyed because it's such a light color. And then, so I'm doing 1 row where it's Helix held double, and then 1 row where it's 1 strand of Helix, 1 strand of Felix, and then 1 row where it's Felix double. So it's a super soft
transition
marl fading. And then I do 1 row where it's fluoromorganite on Felix held double. And I just love, I wanted to see a version of it where it wasn't tons of different colors. I thought it would make super nice bundles. And yeah, I'm so happy with how it's looking. I have tons of ends to to weave because I do it, little by little, but sometimes I forget. Yeah, so
Looks very nice with my baseline cardigan.
yeah, definitely. So this is what is living in my yarn and whiskey project bag. I decided I would like to finish this pretty soon, and crochet goes really fast. So I'm excited to work more on this and finish it soon. That's my new
Objective.
goal. Yeah, it's my new goal. But also I wanted to show something that I've been working on and off for months now. And it was a secret project that is now released. It is my mini cozy shawl by Nadia Crétin-Lechen. I asked Nadia if I could test knit for her, but not to count on me as a test knitter because I'm such a slow knitter. And also I had a Rhinebeck sweater to work on, so I couldn't priorities. So anyway, I have been working on my mini cozy off and on for a few months. It doesn't look like I did a lot, but I did do quite a lot. I'm almost halfway through. It is a beautiful, it's a mini shawl, so it's not gonna be very big. I'm almost at the halfway point, and I am using La Bien-Aimée Alix in a color called Kiyobda. This one you hold 2 strands of, so I'm pulling from the center and from the outside of the ball. And it's a light pink with tons of green speckles. It's super cute. And I'm adding 1 strand of Little Kumo in Sansa, which is also a light pink, the same color I'm using in my Le Triangle Granny. And I love how soft and pretty it's coming out.
Looks really, really nice.
Really nice.
I really want to make it.
I'm not a great cable knitter. I have no patience for cables.
Yeah.
Like cables and lace, I cannot say. I don't usually knit a lot of textured stitches. So cables I'm really slow at, but my colleague Lolita taught me how to do cables without a cable needle, and I've been practicing, and I've gotten so much better, and this project is completely ideal for that because it's only 2 stitches or 1 stitch for the cables. So it's very easy to get better at. So anyway, so I haven't worked on this one in a little while, and I'm also excited to get back to it and finish it because it's such a cute little scarf.
Yeah, I really want to make it. I think I'll put it on my list to buy yarn for at Barcelona Knits Festival.
Yeah, great idea.
Because I don't have any yarn for it.
Yeah, great idea. Yeah, so you can do 1 sport and 1 mohair. Nadia did Alix double and Little Kumo. So you do 3 strands and you use a 5mm needle, which at least it grows. And it's super soft. Anyway, I love it. So I was super excited that the pattern finally released when we were at Knit It in Lyon. Oh, I haven't talked about it. Did I talk about it?
No, but I think we're gonna run out of time.
Yeah. Anyway. So. And now I can finally show it, my mini cozy. It's a super cute
very
pattern.
cute, very cute.
I think Nadia just has been on fire with her designs recently. And I love everything that she's been making.
She is so talented.
So talented.
So talented.
Yeah. So talented. I just if you don't follow her at ncl_knits on Instagram, it's Nadia Crétin-Lechen, and she's
from Switzerland.
Yeah. She's one of the best designers out there by far.
Yeah.
She does incredible accessories, beautiful shawls, incredible garments like sweaters and cardigans. Everything she does is so wearable and yet super thought through and just has all the great details. Perfect fit every single time. Size inclusive and she's just
she has a very good eye for color as well.
Yes.
We have similar tastes on a lot of things. So
Yeah, she's amazing.
Mm.
Plus, the nicest person you'll ever meet. Like,
Mm.
we just, she comes with us to Lyon to knit it every year with La Bien-Aimée. We just have the best time. She helped us. We were super busy this year at Knit It on Saturday, and she was on the booth with us all day long. So nice, so amazing. She didn't have to. She's just that kind of person.
A generous and
Yeah,
modest
generous
person.
and modest. Yeah, definitely. So if you don't follow her work, please do, because she deserves all the attention. Absolutely. Anyway, so yeah, I forgot to say that the weekend before Rhinebeck, I was working at the La Bien-Aimée booth at Knit It Festival in Lyon, and I didn't do any shopping because I was waiting for Rhinebeck. I was ready for Rhinebeck, so I didn't buy anything. I was very proud of myself, and we had a really good weekend. But it was a lot doing a festival weekend and then traveling to the US to go to Rhinebeck. I came home from Rhinebeck like in a state of exhaustion I've rarely been in. I have like narcolepsy. I like fall asleep in the middle of meetings. Like literally, I was at work Thursday and I could not listen to my colleagues speak. I have narcolepsy at the moment. This weekend was quiet and I did lots of resting and I feel much, much better. Back to myself again, I think. But 2 weekends of festivals, even though in Rhinebeck I wasn't working, but you know.
It's still long travel for
the travel
only 4 or 5 days there,
and the jet lag coming back was much worse than going there, because it's like forgetting the night. You get no sleep. I boarded my plane at 5:30 p.m. US time, and instead of landing at midnight US time, I landed at 7 a.m. Paris time. I slept a little bit, but not very much, and I just could not stay awake. Literally could not stay awake. So
you slept all day when you got back,
and then all night.
I was working from home, and I was like, Julia, don't sleep too long because you won't be able to sleep tonight. But you
tried waking me up, and you couldn't.
No, couldn't. No. So you slept all day and then you slept all night.
Yeah, and I was still exhausted the next day. Yeah, this week was tough. Very, very tough. But this weekend, lots of resting. I also went to the gym, did a stretching class. That felt really good to move my body a little bit. I just edited the vlog of my weekend, and so you guys can watch the vlog. Yeah. Now, if you want to, I'm very, very sorry for the quality of filming. I am not a professional vlogger at all. I filmed with my phone, and most of the time I forgot to film landscape, so I just filmed in real format, and it doesn't look awesome. But I think it still gives you an idea of what I saw.
It's still nice to have the memories of the days you spent there.
I filmed the whole thing for you. Every night I would make a reel on Instagram and tag you on it so that you could see every day, what was going on and stuff, so that you could feel like you were, living vicariously through me. And I think I did a pretty good job of documenting the whole thing.
Yes.
Next year we can go together.
What's good, I think, is you kind of went, I don't know how you say it in English. In French you say en éclaireur.
Oui, like en éclaireuse.
Opening the way, studying everything and seeing like what's good, what's not good, like when to go where and stuff. So
yeah, definitely.
Next year we'll go together, and you'll know all about what needs to be done. Yeah.
Our problem is we don't have a driver's license. No. We don't drive. Like most people who grew up in Paris, we never saw the use of getting a driver's license. But our problem is now traveling.
When you travel, yeah.
It makes things hard. I did see that we could stay in Rhinebeck Village and walk to the Dutchess County Fairgrounds pretty easily. So I think that would be a really good plan.
I don't mind walking.
Yeah, I think it would be a really good plan for next year, and then we would have to find maybe
helpful friends
who could
take us
drive us to a Woolen affair and maybe Cake Palooza. I would really like to go to Cake Palooza.
Me too. I'd
on
like
the
to
Friday
go to
as well. I was super happy that I got to spend the day at a Woolen affair because I got a complete inside look at what the vendors were experiencing, and I got to volunteer and be helpful there, which I really loved. But I think next year I would like to go to Cake Palooza because I did miss some vendors I was really looking forward to meeting, especially Shayla of Blackburn Magic. I just love her stuff so much. I really wanted to see her and to
but
meet
you
her.
know, when you only have like 4 days, you can't always
of course
do
you have
everything
to choose.
and you have to choose.
But I think that next year I could decide to do some of the things I didn't get to do this year, like stay the Sunday night in Rhinebeck so that I can spend the Sunday at the Sheep and Wool and have a better experience there. I think that will make a very big difference. Maybe skip the Saturday entirely, or just go a little bit in the morning and then leave, or just whatever. And yeah, so we are looking for places to stay because we've heard you have to book right now. So I saw in town there were a couple of hotels and stuff, so we're actively looking into that. Yeah. Making plans for next year. Yeah, because it was an incredible experience. I would very happily go back next year, and it was amazing that Amy invited me to go with her and stay with her and Catherine. I had just the best time with them, and yeah, a completely incredible, unforgettable experience. I'm super happy that I got to meet so many people. Erica and Jess, the twin Oranitz girls, and we just Amy actually filmed us meeting because we completely geeked out on each other, and I got to meet Tracy and Jody of the Grocery Girls. It was amazing because we've worked together. In 2021, we did the Comfort Fade Cal with La Bien-Aimée and the Grocery Girls, and we had Zooms and we had emails, and we worked together for a long time. We really felt like we became virtual friends, but being able to meet in person, like they gave me the best hugs, and I was just like completely, filled with.
I met Tracy in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah.
Very quickly, and I went up to her because I've been watching their podcast since almost the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've already felt like I knew them because we didn't know each other, but seeing each other in person.
And also we've been watching their podcast since almost the beginning. So I think they've been doing it for 8 years or something.
So anyway, that was amazing, and I don't know, I met so many people. It was super, super, super. Anyway, that's it. That's my Rhinebeck haul.
Looks good.
Yeah. I'm alive. I'm awake. I'm tired, but it was so worth it. So we hope we'll see you guys pretty soon.
Next month we are traveling to Barcelona
We'll try to vlog.
We'll vlog, totally.
Yeah, because I will be working at the La Bien-Aimée booth.
But I will be on holidays with our friend Claire. So doing a bit of, going to the Yarn Festival, obviously, and also doing a bit of tourism. Yeah. Probably. So So yeah, so we'll definitely do a vlog and probably see you after that because it's in a bit less than a month.
It's mid-November, yeah, so it's in 3 weeks.
It's on November the 16th and 17th. So that's a good plan.
Yeah. So we'll try to vlog and then we'll do a catch up when we get back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.